Halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Sobrang bibi ang kulit kanyang reaction video.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. So ito, tirahin natin to. Nabis ko tong The Darkest Secret. So pamagat ito ay 10 scary videos that will make even ghosts run away. So huwag natin patagalin. Subscribe nyo ang The Darkest Secret. Tirahin na natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
And this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present extreme horror videos that will make even ghosts run away. Number 10.
Number 10.
We start this video with an inexplicable recording sent by a subscriber. For security reasons, strongly asked us that his identity remain anonymous. On the screen, we see a family paying
Natakot ako dun sa taba ni ate. O taba, tingnan yung tiyan, oh. Tingnan nyo yung puso ni ate. Ang taba niya, oh, nakakatakot siya. Baka may sakit na siya kasi iba pag ganyan kataba, usually diabetes or may sakit sa puso, no?
tribute to a deceased relative after he lost his life in a world of crime. At one point, the camera zooms in on a photograph of the honoree, and that is when this family believes he manifests to show that he is still among them.
Wow, gumalaw! Gumalaw siya, gumalaw! Uy, ang layo ng pagkakagalaw. Akala ko, na-balance lang, hindi malayo pa rin pagkakagalaw. Oh? Oh my God.
The photograph moves without any apparent logical reason, since our subscriber assures that there was no wind and the photograph was properly held up. That is why he states that it is most likely that the young man's spirit had been accompanying his family at that moment, making itself noticed and felt in this subtle and particular
Wala
way.
naman tali yan.
Could this be the reason for that inexplicable movement?
Imposibleng hangin yan.
Tell me what you think. Number 9.
Legit to, legit. Legit.
The following footage was made known by a man who was traveling in his boat around a lake, known for many testimonies of people who had encountered the mythical creature known as Bigfoot. So far, some believe that this recording is the clearest evidence of the existence of this creature. Pay attention.
Ito na. Ang laki nga. Bago laki ng Bigfoot.
On the shore, a huge being appears walking towards the forest.
Ang laki ng
A
Bigfoot.
being that attracts attention due to its large size, as well as the characteristics of its body and way of walking, perfectly matching the image that is known of Bigfoot. The sequence looks extremely natural and fluid. No distinguishable cuts and any type of digital alteration can be noticed. Reason why that it is concluded that this clip is 100% real. Could this be the most reliable proof of the existence of this creature? Leave it in the comments. Number 8. Watch this video, and if necessary, repeat it as
Naniniwala ba kayo sa Bigfoot? Naniniwala kayo sa Bigfoot? Diba? Pero kasi dati yata may nakitang ganyan, pero nitong mga huli na wala na eh. Siguro nauubos din sila, no?
many times as you want, and tell me how you think this happened.
Mukhang hindi yata pababayan eh. Wow. Baka pababa.
No one would have believed this if there was no footage. The thing is that its movement is extremely aggressive. Not at all like it would be if it were natural. For example, if the table had been tilted and the surface was slippery, how to explain why it stops? It even seems to wait for the waiter to return to the table, to continue moving forward. How do you explain that? Could we be in the presence of a paranormal event? Let me know what you think. Number 7.
Kung pababa yung lamesa, possible talaga. Kaya lang bakit ganun yung reaction ng tao? Parang takang-taka siya. Diba, hindi dapat siya magtataka dun eh. Pero sobrang dulas naman. Saka hindi naman siguro ganun pababa yun. Kasi ano yun eh, kainan yun, diba? So hindi ubra na ganun, sobrang ganun kababa yung lamesa na yun.
The following recording takes us to a strange situation that occurred at an exhibition of the Titanic, which was taking place in a museum in the city of Chicago. It was during the night that one of the security cameras installed on the place recorded the entry.
Titanic tawag dito? Titanic Museum. Gagi, lumang mga ano dito. Ito talaga, legit talaga to.
Of a large amount of water that literally flooded the entire premises. When they arrived the next morning, all the workers were shocked by the large amount of water there. The press reports say that although rainfall fell that day, it was not nearly enough to cause flooding of this magnitude. Doors and windows were perfectly closed. The ceiling and walls were completely dry. There were no cracks or traces of leaks. In addition, technicians checked every part of the museum, since there are delicate things here. And you know what? They didn't find any broken pipes.
Ano yan, basa?
I'm not a huge ghost guy, but
Gago, puro yung mga gamit daw doon galing sa Titanic. Tapos nagkaroon na lang bigla na lang basa yung sahig. Walang leak ang pipe nila. Grabe ng
when all
pagkamunto
this
nun.
stuff happens, I mean, we're looking. There's no cracks. There's no holes. There's no broken pipes. The ceiling is fine. Everything around the building is totally fine.
Oo nga,
How did this
nabasa nga, oh.
happen then? Question that to this day remains unanswered. Number 6.
Wala, marami talaga namatay sa Titanic. Talaga meron magbumulto talaga dyan.
Fernando Vera, a faithful subscriber, invites us to elucidate the mystery hidden behind an intriguing footage captured by a security camera installed in the middle of a public road. It was during the night that the device began to record the following.
Ay, creepy yung sasakyan. Creepy yung sasakyan. Luma eh, no?
The security guards did not notice anything strange on that occasion. This, whatever it was only seen on cameras. A kind of greenish smoke or fog, which at times covers practically the entire image. However, the strangest thing here is related to its odd behavior.
Ano daw?
The way it just fades away from one moment to the next, as if it were aware of its movements. Do you think this phenomena is related to something paranormal?
May usok-usok eh, no?
Tell me what you think. Number 5.
Kaya ayoko talaga ng CCTV. Sobra.
On the internet, there are channels whose themes are quite disturbing and disconcerting by their appearance, causing that terror and discomfort just by seeing them. Videos of this type have always existed on the internet.
Creepy naman yan.
Videos whose sources are usually mysterious, like having a nightmare while awake. However, recently, the disturbing case of Dr. Nowhere
Sobrang creepy niya.
has stood out above the rest. A sinister YouTube channel that seems to have taken from the most remote corners of the deep web. In it, a mysterious
Dr. Nowhere. Teka lang ha. Pipicture ko lang to at bibisitahin natin yan. Game.
creature known as the Thumper is presented. A being formed, amalgamation of cables, and a deformed face that in successive analog videos that are reminiscent of the old horror films of yesteryear describe how he likes to catch
Creepy oh.
unsuspecting young people and then ends up
Kala ko sa bubong namin, ito palang halimaw na to.
catch unsuspecting young people and then ends up devouring them. Basic animation videos that through grotesque images show the actions of this repulsive character against those who dare to pay attention to him. Without a doubt, a channel that only the bravest dare to watch.
Creepy.
Are you familiar with it? Comment below.
Wala, ang creepy ng deep web, no?
Number 4.
Creepy pala yan, deep web.
Brenda, a faithful subscriber of the channel, together with a friend, and out of mere curiosity, decides to use the Randonautica application with the idea of confirming or denying anything that is said about it. She says that the app took them to a rural area where they traveled, recording a small video of the moment before going back home. Disappointed, they returned, feeling that everything had been a waste of time, or at least that's what they thought, until they saw the replay. Observe.
Has llegado.
Ay, mira esas malditas. A ver, se supone que es de aquí y es allá. Pero no se ve nada. Pero manches, aquí ya te puedes dar la vuelta.
Ba't napunta ka dyan? Tama nagtatanong, yung Randonautica, yun yung app na ituturo ka kung saan medyo may creepy na place. So ngayon, susundan mo yung mapa, papuntahan mo yun. Ito doon mo, napunta siya dito, nakakatakot gamitin yun ha.
Pongo la linterna a ver si se ve.
Kasi minsan may nakikita silang mga patay, mga bangkay. Wala na, out of nowhere na to.
Bajar el vidrio.
Yo también lo voy a bajar.
Ano, may nakita tayo?
Did you notice it? When you focus on the road again, you see a kind of shadow that seems to get up and begin to accelerate its pace, quickly crossing in front of them. It even gives the impression that it crosses the perimeter fence without any major problem. Let me place brightness and contrast filters to see if we can see something else. It is a kind of somewhat blurred silhouette that at times acquires a certain humanoid shape. Can you see any other characteristics that we have overlooked? If you notice anything, I ask you to leave it in the comment box.
Nasaan?
Number 3.
Wala tayo nakita. O, comment nyo kung may nakita kayo. Alam ko kayo malilinaw ang mata eh. Natakot kasi ako bukas yung pinto ko eh. Baka may silip-silip doon sa likod ko.
In this position, we find the rare moment that a man captured while testing the features of the new camera he had acquired, and which had infrared recording. While playing with the infrared spectrum, his camera revealed the presence of strange lights at the top of a hill. Pay attention.
Son ya más objetos.
Uy, yun. UFO? UFO yata yan eh.
Ahí están. Sin embargo, cuando yo aquí en la pantalla de la cámara trato de que se vea algo, no se ve nada. Aquí está la otra pantalla pequeña. Cuando regreso a la imagen, ahí siguen esas luces.
As you can see, it constantly changes from infrared to normal recording, implying that in that place there is something that is completely invisible to the naked eye. In fact, it is interesting that it is only seen in infrared, especially if we're talking about lights, which supposedly should be visible under any light spectrum or filter. Why does this happen? Do you think it is a situation associated with the UFO phenomena? Comment below.
Pero di ba nasa dagat daw ang UFO, sabi sa USA? Yung mga taga-US dyan, nasa dagat ba talaga ang UFO? May nakita na ba talaga?
Number 2. Stephanie Matto is an influencer whose Instagram is mainly dedicated to her travels, her hobbies, and the world
Maganda to.
of modeling in general. However, some time ago, she revealed an inexplicable situation that occurred nothing more, nothing less than outside her house. The presence of what she describes as a disturbing entity, which she saw live through one of her security cameras. Pay attention.
May CCTV na naman, nagtitiktok na naman ang mga multo.
Wow, what the hell? My parents are logical people. They're not people who will automatically jump to the conclusion that this is a ghost. But even they were like, that looks like a ghost. And I'm like, that does look like a ghost, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, that looks like a fucking ghost. So I keep looking at it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna screen record this. So I go into the screen record option on my phone and I start recording this recording of the outside of my house. And I put it up on my Instagram and I was like, guys, like, what do you think this is? And everybody's like, that's a ghost, that's a ghost. But, like, everyone's like, that's a full-on fucking apparition. That is like, that's not a blob. That's not a little light thing. It's a full apparition of a ghost.
The girl says that that thing was standing there for more than an hour without moving or doing anything. A diffuse figure that even activated one of the
Yung mga ganito, yan yung mga medyo naniniwala talaga ako na ghost, yung mga ganyan.
security alarms. She clarifies that it is not smoke expelled by the heating system of her home, nor is it the reflection of any of the spotlights that illuminated the exterior of her house. It only happened that night and never again. Could it have been a paranormal phenomena? Question that this girl prefers to ignore and not delve into something that she clearly cannot understand or control. Do you think it is a ghost? Comment below. Number 1.
I think mga 70% ghosts.
And the video that ends our count corresponds to a disturbing moment.
Parang napanood ko na to sa pelikula. Parang paranormal. Paranormal project, ano ba yun? Basta may paranormal activities, parang ito yun.
Captured by a security camera located inside a house in the United States. As far as it is known, the property was unoccupied at the time, which is why what you will see below is even more mysterious.
Yun, no? Yan ang multo, blurred lang. Diba? Yan ang multo, blurred lang.
The camera captures a small silhouette, which quickly passes from the hallway to get lost
Kaya ayoko tingnan yung CCTV ko, baka makakita ako ng ganyan.
in one of the rooms. A figure that, if you pay attention, seems to rise quickly from the level below, as if it came from that sofa that is there in the image. Do you notice it? However, and perhaps the most shocking of all, is that through the camera's microphone, you can hear the voice similar to that of a child asking for help.
Oo nga, sabi, help.
Could it be the ghost of a child? Why ask for help? What has happened to him in this place? If you have more information regarding this footage, I ask you to write it in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonor Clay,
And
this was The Darkest Secret.
Ganda, no? Na-miss ko ang Darkest Secret. Oh, na-miss ko. Inaantok ko kanina, pero nung nag-umpisa, pero nawala antok ko. Kasi, fresh Parang ngayong kulit na, kasi mas galing siya detalyado yung kanyang pag-explain sa mga multo. Kaya sarap manood.